Alrighty. So looks like we've already got 5 people on and we're just getting started. So awesome. Hey, welcome. You like my studio? I set this up to this afternoon. I was thinking of going out somewhere to do this, but then last minute I thought, you know what? I am gonna do this at the house and I'm just gonna reset up my studio. So, alrighty. Oh, hey, someone did a little comment thing. I can't see the comment yet. I don't know if they'll start coming up online here soon. Let me just look. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, welcome to Sunday Night Live. All right. With Random Adventures 2.0. So a lot's been happening, a lot's been going on. Well, you see the shirts, right? So we've got a merch shop now. I thought maybe a couple months ago when I looked, they were woo woo. Hey, Ty. So a couple months ago when I looked, it was you needed 10,000 members to have a merch store. Well, I looked here the other day. Love your videos. Thank you very much, Ty. Yeah. So I had gone on and I saw that they had a merch store for 1,000 subscribers. You could start a merch store, and I thought, oh, I've got some ideas, so I'm going to make some designs. So I designed this shirt, and we've been selling them. So there are several shirts that are starting to go off, and some people up in New York State. There's been a couple shirts that have gone to New York State. Now, I don't get the addresses of where they go, or I don't even get messages. I just said, hey, a shirt's going to sold. And I was able to look up a couple of the zip codes. And so far, all of them have been in the United States. But if you remember Camp Like Bune from, I just brewed some coffee with my burner before we got started here. And I thought I would make an iced coffee. So I just poured that in a big thing of ice. So there's our 2.0 approved iced coffee. so when I had the stroke, March 24th, on the 26th, it premiered the March Challenge. And in that, I said I liked chocolate. And Camp Like Bune actually made a video and went to a store in Belgium because he's from Belgium and gathered up chocolate and went to the post office and mailed me chocolate from Belgium. So I actually just the other day sent him a shirt from the merch shop as a thank you. And he got it in like 2 days in Belgium, which was amazing. So that's great. I really thought that was awesome. So I want to thank you again for jumping on to Sunday Night Live. We got a lot to go over because the last one that I did was July like 22nd and already August, at the end of August. So I started out, I was doing them once a week and they were going good. And I just didn't know if everybody wanted a once a week live from 2.0. But then I went to twice a week. Now I'm doing it once a month. But I think I might go to twice a week again because I really like doing these and the interactions that we actually get to have online as a live. So, so several days later, on the 27th, which was my birthday, July 27th last month. But on my birthday, my one daughter, had our grandson. So she gave birth. So that was big news in July. And coming up here in August, believe it or not, maybe in a couple days here, uh, our other daughter is going to be having a boy as well. So we'll add another grandson to the 2.0 family, which is pretty exciting. So the shirt. So this is the one design that I did. Got the mountains, and then Random Adventures 2.0, and then right under it, when I didn't realize I say this a lot, but I guess I do when I watch my videos. And Miss 2.0 commented on a couple comments that I do every once in a while, which is here we go. So I thought, well, you know what? That's going to be a good thing to put on the shirt. Here we go. And another thing that I say a lot is, alrighty, alrighty. So I didn't realize I said that either until a couple people talk and they go, alrighty, alrighty. I put the alrighty, alrighty shirt on the merch shop too. And then a couple of people have asked for the 2.0 in a hand sign shirt. So I also designed that and put that up as well. So alrighty, always gets me. Hey Squib, how are you doing? Hey, Squib is actually the one YouTuber that reached out to me right after the March. No, right after in my first overnight hammock camp. I did in a place called Centralia, PA. And I believe that was January of this year. That was my first ever overnight hammock camp. And I did it in an abandoned town that's on fire, underground. It's on fire. It's not as much anymore. It's been like 50, 60 years. But Centralia, PA. Now, Squib watched that video and reached out to me and told me about Stealth Camping Alliance. So right after that, I went on and I joined. So thank you very much, Squib, for sharing that with me, because I have really enjoyed stealth camping ever since I started doing it. And one of the good things too is, you know, I do go to physical therapy for the stroke 3 times a week. And I added a chiropractor once a week because the right leg is still, I can't lift it high enough to go up steps. If you watch hey, Crystal, how are you doing? Hey, buddy. Hey, Dave, and RV Chronicles in the house. So, hey, Dave, I got your sunglasses. Oh, by the way, Dave, we've got to do another video together soon. Hey, buddy, Alpine Warrior, because a lot of people, that last video where you dropped me off at the cell tower, people were commenting, hey, there's Dave. I've missed seeing him. So, Dave, we got to get together again soon. I know you've been really busy lately, but we will do that. All right. So, what was I talking about? I get. That's one thing that the comments do. They throw me off, and I get going on another. Hey. The camera's not low enough here to see it, but it's gonna, here we go. So it's it's a Louisiana crunch cake. So I don't know if I'm gonna eat that or if I'm gonna save that for the next stealth camp. You know, I've eaten those, oh gosh, on 5 videos now. Yeah, and crunch cake. Yeah, you know, and a lot of people are commenting, sending me messages and stuff that they've actually tried it. And I think it's KLR Camper. He was born in Louisiana, and he sent me a message. Ty Yummy, yes. Sent me a message, said, hey, I wonder if they're as good. Have you heard about Oscar Outdoors? He had all the, yes, yeah, Oscar Outdoors. He had all of his gear just stolen like 2 nights ago. You were talking about the chiropractor. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I'm going to jump all around. I'm throwing those in my backpack now. They are good. Those. So I've added the chiropractor because I'm lifting this leg. I don't have a lot of strength in my hip flexor still. So that is throwing my back off. And because it's throwing my back off, hello, hey, Emma Brown, welcome. Yeah, the lemon cake, Lisa and I had the lemon cake the other day. It was good, but we still like Louisiana crunch cake. So it's throwing my leg off. He is live. God bless you too, brother, James. So it's throwing my back out. So my chiropractor, Healing Hands, Jen, she said my back was out about that much, just because I'm hiking the hip to get the leg through, because sometimes it drags and it'll skip along the floor and make me stumble. You don't really notice. You can see it in the videos, but I try to edit out a lot of that in the camping videos, the stealth camping videos. But if you look, you can see it, and my hand will get cramped up, and you'll see it. It'll be like tight because the more I walk. Hey, James, God bless you. Thank you very much for some stealth camping food. Yeah, hey, I had a beef stew the other day from Walmart, the Mountain House beef stew. And I said the only thing that was missing was some crusty bread and butter. That was really, really good. Thank you so much. And so when I was walk, this arm, it's called spasticity. And my physical therapist said because as I'm walking, I'm concentrating on other things, and my hand, it starts cramping up. So it's still tight. It's like that's as fast as I can move it. And I'm really thinking to do that. So now I can do this, but not fast. Like this hand, I can do fast. That's about as fast as I can go. So I get a lot of times I'm stretching that arm, doing things. Now, if you came to the channel because of the stroke therapy and recovery videos, you'll notice that I haven't been doing those lately. They've kind of dropped off because once I got into physical therapy and going up there with Aaron, and we were starting, and I was still doing almost every day. Then I went to twice a week, 3 times a week, and that has begun to taper off because a lot of the exercises are all the same. All right. Every once in a while, the last video, we did add some new things on the last video. And I am going to probably do an updated one here pretty soon. Yeah, I probably will do that pretty soon. You are doing fantastic following your stroke. Many people never recover. Yeah, God bless. Yeah, and I am so blessed because that is true. Not everybody does recover. I know they said that I'll have, I keep working at it. Now, the progress isn't happening as fast as what it is. Yeah, it sounds 100% squib, but I am, as I get tired, it gets a little harder to talk. And I can tell that I'm working at it. Okay. But when you listen to me, hi. So Lisa just popped on. Miss 2.0 is at work. So I got to get her on another video. So soon. So we've got to do one together again soon. So, but I can tell the speech is not 100% yet, but thank you that it sounds 100%. Yeah. So a little bit of iced coffee. Oh, and hun, I picked up at the store some more creamer and iced coffee. So you can have some when you get home. Oh, Miss 2.0 tried the Louisiana crunch cake for the first time, and she liked it. So, hey, Alpine, have you ever thought about doing a meetup with your fellow YouTubers? Yeah, Simple Outdoors and also Squib. I know the both of us have talked a little bit, just made comments about getting together. I would love to do a collaboration, maybe of other YouTubers that are in the tri-state area, like um, New York, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. I think we could find a place to meet up sometime and do a big collab video. I would love to do that. So here we go. So what's in my pack? So one of the videos that I did was I was getting asked, like, what do you take? I'm up for Centralia, Oddfellow Cemetery. Yeah, Squib, I went and checked that cemetery. I can't hang my hammock right inside of it, but I might be able to do an on the ground with my hammock and pad, because that's like my go-to. I would love to do. Yeah, I went up and checked that out here about 2 months ago. Check that spot out. So that's pretty cool. Um, so hey, yeah, let's get working on that. At work, don't want to get fired. Yeah, yeah, and we don't want to get fired. So your recovery has been inspirational. Thank you, Josh from Hidden Hammock. Hey, New Zealand, Josh's videos, man, just awesome. The scenery and things like that, just really, really, really awesome. Eagle Eye Prospector, hi, how are you doing? So I had been asked, like, what's in your pack that you take along for stealth camping? So I had the blue pack that was given to me by a coworker before I had the stroke, and I been taking that one. So I laid that out on a picnic table, and I went through and I showed everything that was in that pack that I take on a stealth camp with me. And that was a lot of fun. I'll probably do that again. Now the difference is my big 55-liter pack, the Osprey, the one that I just took on this last one, doing good, great, Eagle Eye. So that 55-gallon, the one that I just took with me to the mountain pond, that one has my underquilt in it, because I'm going to start carrying that along with me, because nights are starting to get a little chilly, and I notice it even hanging in a hammock, that air underneath will get your back cold. So I'm doing a little bit of that stuff. So that was a fun video, what's in my pack. And then I went and I did, Johnny, hey, wow, what a turnaround. You sound great. Hey, thanks. So when I did the highway turnaround, did you really show everything? Oh, in my backpack? Yes. Yeah, I did. Everything that's in there. You have a channel before you had a stroke. Yeah. So I was started my channel. Do you have a quilt liner for your hammock? I do have a top quilt, and I have an under quilt. Bye, hon. All right, love you, honey. We'll see you later tonight. Have a good shift. All right. So I just lost my train of thought again. Woo-hoo. Yeah. So anyhow, so something I was talking about, but yeah, the under quilt, the top quilt, so when I went that next video after the equipment one, I did 3/10 of a mile from a state prison in a highway off ramp. And one of the things that I've been a little concerned with when I'm doing some of the stealth camping, if you've noticed, I haven't done a lot of fires, like campfire. Because when you're stealth camping, you're setting up somewhere where really you're not supposed to be camping, but you want to practice leave no trace. So a lot of times, if there's not a fire pit already there, you won't see me make one. I won't distribute rocks around and establish a place that is just going to be a stealth camp. All right. So I know I used the roasting pan. which is pretty cool. And someone had mentioned to me that with the roasting pan, even though it's thin and you set it down on the ground, it can scorch the ground and it may burn through and you not know it. So that was a little bit of a concern for me. I mean, I could get a heavier roasting pan, but if you know, I'm part of, I use the Bigfoot Bushcraft fire starters. So, I soaked it in a bottle of water for 20 minutes while I gathered twigs, and then I poured it out, and then I untwisted it, and then I lit it, and it lit. And from that point on, I went for the 2.0 approved, and that is my go-to fire starter. So a lot of times I'll use a fire striker, but when I was at that camp on that highway, I used my twig stove because I found a flat stone that I could set that up on. And I was feeding it twigs and heating up my cup of water on top of the twig stove, which, by the way, I really like using. Soil biology recovers quickly. Don't sweat the fires. Yeah. So because it's so much peat, or like if I'm burning it on top. Now, recently, another thing about that, over at the one state park, someone had a fire like several days before somebody was walking through, and they noticed the ground was smoldering. And it wasn't flames on the top. That underbrush, undercover, down in the peat, the disintegrated part that's down below the surface was smoldering. And it wasn't just smoldering where they had the fire. It was, they brought a heat gun out and heat gunned it. And it was about a 15-foot radius around the area, smoldering. So if that that person out for a morning walk hadn't noticed a little bit of smoke and smoldering, that would have turned into a bigger escapade fire. So the fire department went in, and I think it took them about 6 hours to actually put that out. Love your other logo with the hanging hammock also. Yeah, and the Stealth Camping Alliance. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen any of the designs, I just put a couple more up. Howdy Landon. Yeah, so put a couple more up the other day. One of them is Louisiana Crunch Cake, and then Random Adventures 2.0. That's going to be a pretty cool one. So I can't wait till I get one of those. But back to the highway off turn, all of my adventures. Well, thank you very much, Eagle Eye. Yeah, and Eagle Eye is one of the gold prospectors here in Pennsylvania that we just connected. So I can't get out on the creek yet. I'm not stable enough on my feet, and I don't want to fall in the creek and drown, so that wouldn't be good. So until I'm more stable on my feet, I'm hoping by maybe November I might be able to get into the creek a little bit and do a little bit of prospecting myself for a couple videos. But back to the highway off-ramp. That was 3/10 of a mile from the state prison. So when I did the twig stove, I gathered there was like grass just growing up all over this area. And I just grabbed some, made a little bundle, and set it in there, and I lit the fire starter, and then I went to go lower that grass into it. Yeah, give me some likes. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Kathy loves camping. Yes, she does. So, yeah, what do we got? 13 likes. Woo, that's good. When I was lowering the grass into the twig stove, it flamed up really fast. I mean, really, really fast. And at that point, I thought, I'm not going to do a fire. I already had wood cut to have a little fire, so I decided not to have one at that point, just because if you're stealth camping and you set an area on fire and you have a forest fire, that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be stealthy anymore. So let's see. So one of the other things that I started in July was better safe than sorry. Yeah, so I do a lot of photography, a lot of camera work. Landon's word. So I do a lot of camera stuff with my phone when I'm out. Like if I see insects or flowers, I'll do some close-ups and things. So for July, I started a July photo album and set it to music. It's about 3 minutes. It goes pretty quick, but it's just some photos that I took over the course of July. And an upcoming video, I believe September 1st, it's scheduled. I went ahead and put together August photo album set to music, and it's only one song, like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I love the part of your videos, need an eye for capturing that stuff. Yeah. You know, one of the things that I think that a lot of times that we miss is getting down and taking our time. And one of the things the stroke has caused me to do is to take my time when I'm going through the woods and filming. You know, that mountain camp that I just did, I got started. Chris, my daughter's fiance, dropped me off, and I went into the woods with that Osprey 25-liter pack. So I started, I made a conscious decision. I knew it was going to take me a little while because I had to go somewhat up a grade. And I thought, you know what, if I've got to go up a grade and work my way in there, McColl's camping. Yes, so no, you don't worry that you're late. It's better late than never, right? But you'll always be able to watch it later. So I decided at that point that I was going to take my time more than usual. So since the stroke, I always take my time. And one of the things that I'm noticing is that I'm more aware of the little things that are out there. And I've just been able to, hey, Stitch, yes. So I just been able to concentrate on trying to see smaller things. Now, a lot of people ask, you know, Tony, what do you film with? They think I've got a GoPro and maybe a Canon camera or a Sony or another camera, that I shoot with 3 cameras or 2 or 4. So, but I don't even have the 2.0 going for this one. Hey, Tony, grill, Pitco Grill 398, very good, my friend. So one of the things that I do, so I don't have 2 cameras, I've got 1. And that camera is the same one that I'm filming with right now, and that's my cell phone. So a lot of people ask, Tony, what do you film with? What do you take pictures with? Well, believe it or not, it's all my cell. So I have a Samsung, Galaxy S21. So it's just a smartphone, and it's my Galaxy, and it takes amazing pictures, really, really good pictures. So I want to apologize if you, that camp that I did, the mountain camp, I actually I took some pictures of the stars, and I don't know how it happened, but my pictures got switched during the editing process, and I didn't catch it. So there's not a lot of pictures of the stars, which is sad because they were really good, and I lost them. So August 1st is when that September 1st is when the photo album is going to be coming out. So it's a good thing. So one of the things that I've also did, uh, hey, Hammock Mountain, thanks for coming along. If I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry. I apologize because the comics pop up and then they fade away quick. And if I'm trying to say something, I'm trying to read it at the same time. So I apologize if I miss you. Um, it's not that I don't want to miss you or that I want to miss you. I'm just missing it. All right. So, hey, Simple Outdoors. Yeah. Yeah. I have spent a lot of money on getting a camera better than, yeah. Yeah, that saved me a lot of money, this camera. And if you look in the successions of my videos, now I started my channel, it was March. My first post was called Coffee in the Woods. Now that was March of last year. So I have been doing YouTube for 1 year and so many months. So in March, it was a 1 year anniversary. And the night that I had the stroke, I hit 500 subscribers and I had a stroke. So from the hospital bed, I decided to film myself and I said, hey, I hit 500 subscribers and I had a stroke. Literally, I had a stroke. And I decided at that point in time, I would make a Random Adventures 2.0 stroke series because it was going to become a new journey for me in a random adventure. And since then, several people have promoted the channel, and people are starting to discover Random Adventures 2.0. But you know, really being blessed. And I believe as of earlier tonight, we were 45, just 45 subscribers away from 2,000. Your pictures and editing are always outstanding, my friend. Thank you. So as when I said I was going to take my time this last time, one of the things that I'm starting to do is really slow down my filming process. Now it is making, I'm trying to get the times down on it, but I enjoy sitting and watching them. And some of them are longer. You will get some shorter ones, but I think I'm averaging around 30 to 45 minutes on a video. Some people like it, some people probably don't, but I like it. So, first time poster, thanks for sharing. Oh, hey, thank you. It faded out quick before I got a chance to read it. But thank you. So one of the things, if you watch the mountain pond video, you're gonna notice a little bit. I'm starting to do a little bit more really close-up shots, like me when I take the backpack off, and then the backpack's sitting there, and then I unzip the top pack and I'm unzipping the hammock. So when I hung the hammock, I counted after I watched it, once it went up on the screen, TV, I sat and I watched it, and I thought, I'm going to count how many times I changed directions with the camera. And it was 8 times just for the hammock, which means I talked a little bit, I stopped, and I went over and I grabbed the camera and I moved the camera somewhere else, went back and I did something else, and then talked or there is one this better than as well as having a camera. Yeah. So, and then I would stop and I would go over and get the camera and come back and then go maybe way over and focus it on a leaf with me blurred out in the background. And then I would go back over and I'd say, record video. I don't want to say it too loud in case it starts recording, but that's a voice command and it starts recording, and then I doing the next step with it, and then I go over and I get the camera and I move it again. So I do that 8 times just for setting up the hammock. And say I'm cooking, I'll move it 3 or 4 times in the process, maybe just pouring the water. So the reason I'm doing that, one, I'm trying to get better, all right, at the craft of videography and adding those elements for your enjoyment. Should have said just some blue humor. When I've got different things, makes me dizzy. You don't. Yeah. So I'm going to hold off on reading some of the comments just so I can get through some of these thoughts for you guys. But I'm trying to develop a style that's my own. All right. And do it so that when you sit down to watch Hey, Ozark Hillbilly. So when you sit down to watch one of Random Adventures 2.0 videos, it's not going to be a one camera angle or a two camera angle for the whole video or me carrying everything. Sometimes I'll probably do that. And yeah, I do some in camera, like I'll have one angle and I'll maybe use it twice, but on one of it I'll do a close-up. But when I do some close-ups, I try not to do too much because it gets blurry, and I've noticed that. So I'd much rather take a little bit of extra time and walk over and get it and set it up a little closer, just so I have a more crisp picture. And I'm trying to use less music. Not that I don't like music, all right? I like it, but I'm finding something a little bit different in my videos, that just the sounds that you make when you do things. So I just pick that cup up. I just set it down. So that sound, if I had music over that, I don't think it would translate as much. I mean, sometimes it does, and I would bring music into it because I do that with some of my videos. But some of my stealth camping videos, I just want you to hear the nature of things. I want you to hear the sounds of me unzipping something. I want you to have that experience. Okay, so you may have heard of ASMR videos, and I do have a playlist with ASMR. Now, I haven't done many of those, but there is going to be one coming out because with that mountain stealth camping, because I wasn't talking as much as I do. I mean, I was, but I was really concentrating on filming the close-ups and doing different things, that a lot of the sound transferred into that. So, you know, the ASMR, like me sliding this cup or just touching the cup, things like that, affects the sounds. Helicopters. You know what's funny is I wasn't too far off the road, and this dang high route that I was on, Route 42, it's got a big hill. And every time I went to film something, I should do a blooper of just that, me trying to film something, because I would say, okay, record video, and it would start recording, and then I would get ready to talk, and some truck or some motorcycle would go down the line. I'm like, man, every time. So I would wait, and I would sometimes wait for a whole minute, and I didn't want to walk all the way over, turn the camera off, walk all the way back, and get set up again, get ready. So I would let the camera just roll. And you'd hear these tractor trailers with Jake brakes going bah, all the way down the hill. And you would hear it for like a mile. And then all of a sudden it would get quiet. And you would start to hear the crickets. And then I would start talking. So I did that so many times. So Squib, I understand about the nature with the helicopters and stuff. And you are a little bit more congested of an area than what I am. So, and I wouldn't be able to do um, an ASMR video near a highway. That wouldn't work. Um, Hike with Mike, how you doing? So excitement and humbleness. That always, yeah. Oh, thank you. One of the things I do want to say is Alpine Warrior. Thank you, buddy. But he bought a shirt and bought me a coffee at the buymeacoffee.com. So big shout out for Alpine Warrior and thank you so much. Hey, Rachie. Rachel there saying, hello, Dad. That's my one daughter who just had a baby. So my grandson, born on my birthday, July 27th. And the video that I did, the abandoned movie theater. Now that was wild. That movie theater has been abandoned for 50 years, 60 years. And then it was, for a short time, it was I didn't know this at the time of filming it. It was a paintball course. So in that abandoned video that I was at for the drive-in, Rachel and Chris and the grandkids dropped me off, all four of them. So we've got Hunter, Willow, Meadow, and now the newest one, so River. So two boys and two girls. So bookends are the boys. So two grandson bookends. All right. But Rachel and Chris dropped me off, and if you go watch that video, you'll see her there. Rachel is a big supporter and encourager of mine. When I had the stroke, would come over in the last, while she's pregnant and stuff, and help me fill the pills. Not because Lisa wouldn't, but Rachel liked to, and she would bring one of my grandkids along, Willow, and Willow would help do that as well. So that was a great time for that. So Alpine Warrior, thank you very much. So I want to see you rock that t-shirt sometime. So I did just do a t-shirt that was a checklist. Now all the t-shirts come in. This one over here is a sweatshirt. Now this is premium. And this one's a premium t-shirt. This one here is called Next Level. Great great fabric, great quality, amazing stitching, very soft. I was thoroughly impressed with this company. So we've got the store, there's stickers. Now this logo I've got for everything. There's 141 products just with this logo. Now with the other logos, I didn't want to overwhelm everybody, so I don't have as many. I mean, I've always got sweatshirts and t-shirts in the merch store for the other logos, but stickers, I believe there's stickers, coffee cups, different things like that. So that is in the merch store. And there's more stuff coming. I just made one the other day. It was a checklist. So it was to making coffee. I found a little burner thing, and I had the cup on top of it, and I overlaid a little checklist. It said, make coffee, and there's a green check mark, and then it says, drink coffee. Then there's a box that needs checked yet, and then hike on. Because basically, if you're hiking or if you're just camping and you got a breakdown camp, there's three things that you do. Well, at least I do. I make coffee. I drink coffee. Well, I do eat that Louisiana crunch cake. So I make coffee, I drink coffee, and then I hike on. So I break camp down and hike on. So I thought that would be a cool t-shirt design. So I designed that. So I'm having fun designing things. And, if you want to see Random Adventures 2.0 with something, so I've got the Stand Stealthy logo and shirt, just saying, it doesn't say Random Adventures on it, but it just says Stand Stealthy. So if there's anything that you want, let me know, and I'll work on doing that. Yeah. So I'll do that definitely. So just you can always shoot me an email, randomadventures927@gmail.com. That's also, if you go to my Facebook page. So a lot of you may or may not know, but I have a Random Adventures 2.0 Facebook page, and you can go over there and follow me there. Sometimes I will post things on there that I don't make videos of. So there's some pictures and different things that I'll post up on there, and I might do other stuff other than that on there. But you can also, my email's on there, so you can email me. My wife was my angel. Yeah. Yeah, Stitch. Stitch has watched a lot of my videos and comments and really encouraged me during my stroke and during my recovery. Like I said, I'm getting better. I think when I was saying about earlier about the recovery and my editing, yeah, Facebook is still around. Yeah. So, yeah, but Random Adventures 2.0 on Facebook. So if you want, and so, but also on Instagram too. So I am on Instagram, and I do post some stuff on Instagram that I'll put on Facebook, and all of my videos always go up on Rumble. Now they also copy over to Rumble. So some people only watch Rumble. So they are there as well. But one of the things that I was saying with my recovery, I do a lot of editing, okay? And during the abandoned drive-in, so I had just got done having a fire. Now there I had a fire outside with the logs and sticks that I cut up, because it was all macadam, old from the movie theater, like gravel and stuff. So I felt confident with making one right on the ground there. So we had a fire, and then I filmed. I had to go up a bank to get to where I had the hammock. So I'm filming and I'm taking you along, and I have trouble going up banks. Now that bank was like this, and it was all pine needles, very slippery slope. Slippery slope. Oh, you're welcome. Hey, Dick in the Dirt in the house. Good to see you. So when I was going up the bank that was like this, I actually slipped and fell. Camera's still rolling, and I slid all the way down. I brushed myself off. I had to take my time a little bit because I had trouble getting back up. But I stopped the video, and then I walked up near the top, and almost when I could know that I was at the top and I wasn't going to fall again, I start the video and then go on like nothing ever happened. Yeah, I grabbed my chair. Yeah, that was a rookie mistake there, leaving that. I didn't think anybody would come by there. And I had a chair, and that chair sitting there where I had that fire, and they came, and they were looking, and I'm trying to get my phone, and I think they saw me through the woods because I wasn't that far away. I think they saw me, or the light from my phone. But I was getting ready to turn my headlamp on, and I couldn't get it in time, and then they drove away. So yeah, that was kind of a little bit of a scary situation. But in the editing process, you don't see me fall. All right. So, which is good, right? I mean, you don't want to see a guy falling and stuff, maybe for a blooper, right? And we'll all sit and laugh at me. But I have multiple ones. The mountain camp, I fell. I fell off my chair at the Walmart one that I did. Uh, so I leaned forward and I fell to the right side is my weak side. So I fell on the ground there. That was all filmed as well. So I don't show you the falls and spills as much as I do. But I do, fortunately, I haven't gotten injured. Gotten a little humbled a couple times. Uh, yeah, so, and I have done different things, but because I was able to have a fire there, and I haven't been able to have a fire at certain places. And like I was saying earlier, I'm part of the Bigfoot Bushcraft. I became an affiliate for them after I saw how it worked. And amazing product. I can't say enough about it, and that's why I got the 2.0 shirt. Shirt that just says 2.0 approved. That was one of the designs. But I don't have Random Adventures on there anywhere. But they just recently came out with a grill that is portable. Now it's 5 pounds. That's the mini grill. So they've got all the specs there. It's 5.7. So my pack already is 28 pounds. My blue one. And then my Osprey, I believe, with the underquilt runs roughly, face planted. Of course, stealth last week. Oh man, hope you're feeling better, buddy. So with 30 pounds, I believe my Osprey is. Okay, for some reason it just said reconnecting. So, but one of the things that they came out with is that portable fireplace, and it's got a grate on top. In any of my videos, go down to the description and you'll see a link for Bigfoot Bushcraft, and there's a code RA 2.0 is a discount code. What I'm hoping, and maybe I'll use that $16 from the super chats and a couple buy me coffees that happened recently, to go ahead and order one of those, because what I'm thinking is when I'm going camping in a spot that where I want to leave no trace, if I can get that in my backpack, which it looks like I'll be able to, but it collapses flat, I'm going to put that in my backpack, and I think I'll be able to use that for fires. And in the morning, I can break it down, and I'll have a trash bag or something that I can put any of the ashes in to carry out. Or maybe I'll bury them. I don't know. But I'll be able to do that. So that's one of the things that, hey, as you're contributing to different things to the channel, I want to make some of those. Where can you purchase those t-shirts behind me? So go on to my YouTube channel, and there is a store tab. Click on the store tab, and then it'll show a few of the products, and then it'll say, do you want to view it on spreadshirt.com? And that'll take you to my shop on Spreadshirt, and that's where you'll be able to see all of the products. So there's these. This is my main logo, and you'll see I got a little watermark down at the bottom of my videos now that have my mark where you can click on and subscribe. So 25 likes. Thank you all very much. And hey, if you haven't hit like yet, good evening in the next door, New Jersey. Yes, Madison County sounds. Yeah, and thank you, buddy, for all of your support as well over the months. One of the... Okay, so what I was talking about, the ASMR videos, I just did one from all of the B-roll. 32 likes. Hey, appreciate that. So all of the B-roll is just filming that you're doing when you're not talking, and directly filming. So that's B-roll. So I shoot a lot of B-roll, like focusing on blueberries or different things like that on that mountain camp pond that I just did. And I thought, I'm going to take my B-roll and I am going to make a overnight mountain pond ASMR camp video. That's just sound. Now it's only like 18 minutes, 18 minutes long, but it is edited. It's ready to go. And what I did is I had in the middle of the night. Oh, I wish I would have caught it. I just had about 2 seconds of it flying away, and it wasn't enough to actually put on the video. But it was a little owl came and landed on a branch probably 8 feet away from my hammock, and I had the bug net, and I was trying to get the zipper and my headlamp and the film, and it didn't work out. I wish I would have got it. But what I did is I filmed, you might check one of his recent videos. Yeah, recent videos. It all has a lot of the links in the videos, especially recent. So, but if you go on, click on the merch shop on my YouTube channel, it's hard to catch wildlife sometimes. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Now on the cell tower, the one that Dave dropped me off of, and I hiked up to that Verizon cell tower. In the morning when I was waking up, there was a big deer snorting, winding me, and I got up in the middle of the night and I had to pee, so I'm thinking it was probably smelling some of that. Or some of the tuna meal that I ate, my ramen tuna meal. Oh, they are good with that. I really like the jalapeno or the chipotle tuna mixed in. Very good. If you're wondering what I'm drinking, that's iced coffee. So I'm drinking iced coffee. Very good. So I've made the ASMR video. It's up because I have multiple ASMR videos, me sifting rocks. So recently, I thought, you know what, I haven't contributed to that playlist since the stroke. And I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and turn one of these into an ASMR. So I had filmed in the middle of the night some crickets. Hey, Terry, thank you very much. Thank you. So one of the things that I filmed and recorded was crickets, just the sound of night. And I had enough that I could, that grill looks great. Hey, Alpine Warrior, thank you. Yeah, and some of that gift that you sent me on that buy me a coffee, I think I'm going to go ahead and order that. I just need a little bit more because since the stroke, it's a little tough. But now that the channel is monetized and there is getting to be some ad revenue, I'm going to take that as well. I know it's sometimes not good having ads pop up, but you can skip them, hit skip. I still get paid for them when you skip them. But that is going to help bring income in to the channel. And it's my idea that I want to invest into more gear for it. And also, if I decide to hike the Appalachian Trail, I'm going to need some source of income for that as well. And I'm hoping, now you don't make a ton of money. Oh, James, God bless you, brother. Appreciate that. $15 gift. Yeah, very, very amazing. Amazing. So I'm getting closer to that grill. Um, I'm not even monetized. Yeah. No, and that's a thing. YouTube is gonna run ads. They were running them before I could became monetized. I'm gonna buy it. I definitely am. So I'm probably about $40 away from ordering it right now. Right now, I'm about $40 away. So, but YouTube and they're gonna ship it quick once I order it. So maybe I'll do a quick review on it if I get it the end of this week. Maybe I'll do a quick review on it. Maybe I'll cook a steak or something to test it out before I take it into the field. I want to see how it works. All right. So I think I'll do that. So, but as far as that, yeah, you got to go. Appreciate it. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on. I see I'm already gabbing for an hour, but we're having fun, right? I mean, if you're having fun, give me a thumbs up, all right? And I'll just keep going here a little bit longer. But one of the things that YouTube does is even when I had only 100 subscribers, if their algorithm liked your video and you were starting to get a couple likes, they'd run ads on it. And I was like, what? Hey, I'm not even benefiting from this. I'm making all this content. Well, at the time, I only had like 6 videos. And I'm like, hey, they're running ads on my stuff. That's something. And so I went ahead and I went ahead and monetized as soon as I could. I went through AdSense and I did everything they said. And so far, it's starting to generate an income. And I believe the payout is once a month if you have enough in your account. And I haven't had enough in my account yet. Yeah, Squib, do it. Use it as a benefit. Have the money come in. Donate it. Buy gear. Do something with it. Do giveaways. Something like that. Because YouTube's going to take their cut whether you're being monetized or not. So I would encourage you. Nothing wrong with it, and everybody understands what we do and appreciates it. And that's these advertisers, they look for good content to support and just invest it back into it, like Josh from Hidden Hammock said, invest it back in. So I was on the fence about it too, but I thought, you know what, they're running all these ads on my channel. You know what, if I can get a little bit back and throw it back into the channel. So I did. So I believe my threshold is at $100, and then they pay out. And I think on the 23rd of this month is the payout. So I didn't have enough ad revenue for them to send last month. This month, I believe I might hit it. So if I do, hey, I've got a wish list going on Amazon. Random Adventures 2.0 has a wish list that I'm starting to build a little bit of gear that I want on there that I'm going to eventually order as the ad revenue comes in. Now, I'll probably always hammock. Maybe. I might get a 2-person tent and do tent camping. I don't know. I might. So there's definitely things that I want for the channel that I'm going to be investing in as the funds come in from the ad revenue. All right. So enough about ad revenue. All right. So the ASMR video is going to be up here in, I believe, sometime in September, early September, September 4th. So watch it if you want. But I have subscribers that just subscribed to me for ASMR. And so I want to get them something to watch as well. All right. Oh, man, Stitch. Thank you so much, brother. When we get off the year, I'm going to order that. That's at $40. I'm going to go ahead and order that, Stitch. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody that's contributed. So expect a video coming up this week with that mini grill fireplace. So we're going to start using that on our stealth camps. So, and just camping in general. So thank you very much, Stitch. God bless you. Thank you so much. What a support that is. You demand a video. Well, you're going to get one. You don't have to demand it. You're going to definitely get it. Yeah, Squib, got to go. Thanks. Premiere next Sunday. All right. Yeah, definitely check the grill out. And go on, if you want, if you order anything from Bigfoot Bushcraft, use the 15% discount code. Oh, on the t-shirts. I believe there's a couple days left for a 15% discount. Then there's some different things that I can do. I think it might be able to be extended. I'm going to check into that. Probably extend a 15% discount. But there's going to be different things on that website. But somebody just ordered a coffee cup. I don't know who it was, but it went out west somewhere. So that's awesome. Yeah, take care. Yeah, thank you, Rachel. That's awesome. So grateful. Oh, yes, helping me. Yeah, Rach, that was a blessing, wasn't it? So I am just blown away by, the YouTube family. I tell you, it's just really a blessing. I try, and I don't believe I have missed a comment on my channel from the beginning. I don't think I've missed anybody's comment at all. I love the interaction. I love the comments, doing comments and stuff. And the interaction, very good. And I hope one day to be able to meet y'all in person. And hey, you know what? On that note, if you do order a t-shirt or anything like that, or any of the merch, and you want me to see it, or that I can post it, on my Facebook channel or something like that, send me a picture of it, or post it on your Facebook, if you have Facebook, or Instagram, and just hashtag Random Adventures 2.0 or something like that. Or we should come up, I can't mostly, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota. Oh, nice. Yeah, maybe put a picture up or send me a picture on my email or something like that, and I can do a 2.0 posting of you with some 2.0 merch. Yeah, so that would be awesome. So let's see, the Verizon cell tower. Oh, the deer farm, the red deer farm that I was at. Gabrielle, my other daughter, who is going to be expecting to deliver within a week. So she is dilating and going through contractions right now. So hopefully in a couple of days or soon, we're going to have another grandson. So the Red Deer Farm, because my birthday was July 27th, she took me, her and Cody, and my grandson Rhett, we went to Red Deer Farm. and it's red deer are in Europe. They they're in the elk family, but the red deer are they don't make a noise like I didn't hear any, but they were telling us about it. They make more of a growl, which I would love to hear. And I think I can on YouTube. I think there's videos of them growling. But the red deer farm isn't too far from here. Um, and we went over there. I knew she had gone last year. And she said, hey, if we go again, you can come along. So, belated birthday present, we went to the red deer farm. And I got a chance to film the red deer. Now, I did put that one to music. Uh, because there's so many people talking and things like that. I put that to music. Same with the aquarium that I did last year when Hunter had a birthday party. We did a Steamtown aquarium tour, and there was so many people talking and things like that that I just did a put it to music. So there are times where I will, in my relaxation videos, I will do music. All right, but I am trying to incorporate more nature sounds in my videos. Yeah, that red deer farm, Emma, was excellent. That was really neat. And the thing is my grandson is maybe 16 months, 17 months old, and he was feeding him horse treats. Now they don't have any upper teeth, just lower teeth. And Lloyd, the owner, was saying, "Go ahead and stick the treat right in its mouth. Don't worry about getting bit." He said even a 6-month-old baby was feeding treats on his farm to the red deer, and they would eat it. But they would stick their nose in, they would lick you and things, I guess to lick the salt off your arms from sweating and stuff. But what an experience that was. I was, so I didn't get to feed him as many treats, but you'll see in there that my grandson was feeding them and everybody else was feeding them, and they were sticking their heads in. There was one shot where they're coming down, the blue skies behind them, and there was one really nice 2-year-old coming down, and I was just filming it. They're so graceful, but very neat farm. Without a cane, yeah, you are inspirational. Well, thank you, Diane. Yeah, just hey, if you haven't checked out Walter's channel, Walter Zona, another person that is very, very great, very good friend, also in PA, and he does a lot of state parks and hikes, and he's thinking about changing his name to something more related rather than his own name. And I think it goes Gator out. He does Gator Productions, but I think Walter Gator, it ought to be hiking with Gator. So if you want to see somebody who has beautiful photography, has a real eye for photography, and has been working on his craft as well, go over and watch Walter's videos. Man, they are amazing. Yeah, so you are inspirational as well, brother. It's so neat as YouTube channels and other creators, we get to watch one another's craft, and get to develop our own and get ideas from that. Very, very good. And Walter, you've got a great eye for videography. Yes, you do. And another person, if you guys, only because of from on my channel, you know that I follow Jay Wanders Out. So check Jay's channel out. I don't know if he summited Mount Katahdin yet on the Appalachian Trail. I might know if he did or not. But he's got about 12 more videos lined up. They started tonight, so there was a small gap for about a week because he did slip and hurt himself. Got a little bit hurt on a rock up there in Maine. So I saw one post like that. And then the videos kind of ended. And we've been watching and waiting. And I did see that he had a post today. And so he's starting to show his videos. And I believe there's about 12 more. And then let's get together and watch him summit Katahdin. All right. I just watched him going through Bigelow's. Yeah. Jay wanders out. His very first video down in Georgia, Amicola Falls. Now, if you are familiar with other YouTubers that have filmed the Appalachian Trail or their hike on the Appalachian Trail, I want to say that Jay is the only one on day one. It's not even the Appalachian Trail yet. It's called the Approach Trail, Amicola Falls. He is the only one that I've seen that he hiked down because he stayed in the hotel at the top. He had to hike down Amicola Falls, got to the bottom, and then hiked back up. But he brought us along. And the video, going all the way back up, he took his time. I never knew what Amicola Falls looked like on the Appalachian Trail as an approach trail. During our trail magic, a lot of times I'll ask, did you start at the approach trail or did you just start out at Springer Mountain? And I would say 95% of people tell me, hey, I did the approach trail, that the 8 miles to get to the Appalachian Trail. But Jay is the only one that I know of that has dedicated a whole video just to that Amicola Falls. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just amazing. So go back to the beginning if you haven't watched any of his videos and look at that video. But starting tonight, all the way for the next 12 days, I believe we're going to see Jay and his girlfriend Tina from Germany. And if you know, I met both Jay and Tina when they came through Pennsylvania. At the time, they weren't hiking together, but she did catch up to him up in New York. And from New York on, they started hiking together. And they have been going through the last several states. If you don't know, the Appalachian Trail is 14 states, 2,194 miles. Continuous, hiking from Georgia all the way to Maine. And it's a dream of mine to hike it one day. My ultimate dream was to hike it prior to the stroke. And so I've got some recovery to do if I am going to be hiking it. Or it's going to be a lot of work. So that's all part of the rehab. All right, so I got 37 likes. Thank you very much. If you have not liked the video yet, please go on and like it, and we're going to go ahead and sign off. Let me just check my list here. Someone said, do you make a list? I didn't used to. I would just talk, but I started making a list. Heading to bed. Yes, Rach, good night. Once River is my grandson, born on my birthday, the 27th. All right. So, all right, Dick, you have a good one, and you stay stealthy, hidden hammock. God bless you, brother. Take care. And I know it's late where you're at over in New Zealand. All right. So thank you, everybody, for joining and coming along. And thank you for all of the gifts and the super chats and the buy me a coffees. Just everything supporting the channel. And Stitch, you're going to get your video. And Alpine Warrior, thank you for contributing for that griddle. that mini grill, you're going to get a video and that will be up. You're welcome, Stitch, and thank you. All right. So, man, I hate going. I didn't even eat my cake. Maybe I'll save this. I'm going to save it. Yeah. All right. Well, good night, everybody. Thanks for coming along. 2.0 out. All right. All right. We'll see you, Eagle Eye. Good night, everybody. All right. See ya.